हम्म ठीक है. So we are live for the day 3 of principle and practice of management. Okay, if you have not done day 1 and day 2, make sure to watch this video, or if you're just watching this day 3 video, it's okay, because content whatever we will be having in this 3 class, we'll cover that as well. Okay, so we are done with unit 1. Unit 2, that is, okay, sorry, we are done with this unit, okay, 1 and 2, that is my introduction or my planning, both are completed. Now we're heading toward this, now we are heading toward this unit 3, organization. Okay, now what does this organization, in a simple term, what does it mean? When we talk about organization, it means that if you are into any organization, okay, organization means that any company, over there, at first we start with what I am supposed to do, what is my objective. Okay, and when I am clear with my objective, I know that what I am going through into the next portion, that is how I will distribute this, my planning, okay, my objective. If I have certain goals or objective, I want to achieve that goals and objective for sure, but in order to achieve that, it does not mean that I will just move without any direction. I need to have a direction, okay, but in between that I need to have an organized structure. It means that for making my objective done, or for achieving my goals, if I want to have different kind of labor within my organization, different types of employees within my organization, I need to have all those employees within my organization within that time frame. Now, how I will get to know that what kind of employee I need to complete my objective, and thus and there this organizing come into the picture. That when we talk about this organizing, okay, I'm supposed to, like, open last wala example, I'm supposed to come up with this MBA chai wala. Okay, over there I need certain things. Okay, I need certain department, I need a cashier department, I need a person who will be there to serve those people, I need a person who will be there in the kitchen, I need a person who will be in the cleaning department. It means that there are different department, as you can see with this example. Now when there is some different example, that is known as organizing. I will simply divide my task. I will simply divide my task into smaller departments. So it will be easy for me to do that task, and it will be easy for that particular group manager to handle that particular group. Okay. One manager is there who is handling the entire system, but different department do have different manager or their team leads. You can say team leads or team leader who is leading that entire particular department or particular team for doing their task. Okay, so with this we can actually understand that organizing somewhere something, it means that I am making thing into an organized manner so that I can achieve the task further. Okay, I hope is it clear to you all. I hope it is clear to you all. Amrit Raj, good afternoon. Okay, I hope this picture is clear to you all when we are going to talk about this organizing. Okay, now after this complete picture, now let us move towards the questions. Okay, now in organizing there will be several terms that we will use. Okay, what can be those several terms? For example, delegation, okay, departmentation, all these things, that kind of term you will see over there. So delegation, when we talk about, it's very important context. When we talk about centralization, decentralization, it's very important into that, like we need to understand the concrete meaning of the same. Then when we talk about this departmentation, we need to understand what is this departmentation. So just keep your eyes open for the same. Okay, in any case you will see that a video blur here or there is nothing that is visible to you. You are supposed to change your video quality into high so that you can actually see this document easily. Okay, so unit 1 and unit 2 is already done. Okay, now we are heading to this unit 3. Give me some time here to, I'm going to switch this in between. If you have not yet completed this unit 1 and unit 2, you can check out into the video sections of live. It's available over there. Okay, so now we can see the chapter 3, organizing. Okay, and the bold section which you can see over here, that is important for your exam preparation. Steps in organizing. When we talk about different kind of organization structure, line is very important apart from other one. Then departmentation, what does the departmentation mean and the need for doing the departmentation. So next, delegation of authority. Next, in the delegation, we will talk about the elements and the principle, then centralization, decentralization of the authorities. Over where we'll talk about the span of management as well. Now, let us start with the same. I will only focus upon those important questions. Okay, I'm not going to cover the entire unit. As you can see, it's YouTube live. So I am only going to focus upon those portions which is very very important for examination purpose. As it's written over here, that's very important. I'm going to cover that only. Okay, so what is organizing? Okay, organizing, it's a process. Ing, whenever we put ing into something, it's a process. Okay, so organizing is a management function. Which function? Managerial function. It is a management function which come under the parameter of managerial function. Okay, administrating function is something else and managerial function is something else. So organizing is a management function that form the steps after planning. Once your planning is done, it's important to go with this organizing. Managers allocate resources. Okay, why allocation of resources is done? Because we have limited resources. Okay, whenever we have limited resources, I'm supposed to divide those resources according to the need of the various departments. Okay, for example, if I am someone from this marketing department and I don't need more money for this marketing of any product, example may ITC. Okay, ITC is already very popular. Okay, so whenever they come up with any product, they don't need much of their advertisement. Okay, they don't need much of pressure on the advertisement. Okay, next example, when we talk about this Apple. Okay, whenever Apple come into the picture with any of their new model, they are not supposed to come out with any such kind of wide advertisement. Why? Because whenever Apple is coming into the picture or with they are coming up into something new, just coming soon, that's enough for them to capture the entire market. We are aware about the same, right? So manager allocates the resources. We have some limited budget. Okay, in that limited budget, different departments are going to get the money, and not just the money, even the human resources. Okay, human resources, an organization in total they have 50 human resources. What they will do, they will divide those 50 human resources into different department as per the need of the department. Surplus किसी department में छोड़ेंगे नहीं, surplus किसी department में नहीं छोड़ेंगे. When there is need, then only I'm going to provide the things. Okay, surplus नहीं रखा जाता as such. Why? It's a wastage. Okay, for that organization and for that particular department. Or wastage मतलब cost will be high. So manager allocates the resources, departmentize the work. It means that we will divide the work department by department. Next, over here we will delegate the authority. It means that whenever I am having this department task, I need to have the authority as well to perform that task. Okay. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Okay, so over here when we talk about such, it means that authority delegation, okay, and then dispute responsibility through the firm. Okay, sorry, distribute the responsibility. Now whatever responsibility we as a firm do have, we will divide. So okay, now why I am dividing those responsibility, so that one person can take the responsibility and they can take the call for doing the work as well, and whenever something is into dangerous, they can also take that responsibility, that okay, I am taking the responsibility for handling this work. Okay, sometimes it do happen in our family as well, na? When there is some party or it's been organized over there, what we see that ठीक है, this is the party is going on, this task ये हम कर लेंगे. Okay, this will be into my responsibility, I will take care of the same. Okay, it is complicated process that requires the simultaneous collaboration for various factors. Okay, it is something which is very complicated. When we talk about the organizing, it's very complicated. Why so? Because अगर if एक भी गलत इंसान you are putting into गलत department, or you are putting any wrong resources into some wrong department, वो वहाँ wastage हो जाएगा. Okay, now apart from that, we need to have a collaboration as well. That okay, things are complicated over there, processes are complicated, let us just collaborate all other into that process so that things will be done easily. Now when we talk about departmentation, I am dividing the departmentation into department into various group. For example, the finance group. Okay, for example, the marketing group, for example, the costing group. Okay, for example, the technical group. Okay, so it means that I am simply dividing the department into various group, but at the end मुझे इस सबको एक भी करना होगा. क्यों? Because collaboration is very important of all those departments in order to perform the task or in order to complete the task. Clear? Next, organization is the process of identifying and grouping the work to be performed. Okay, now identifying and grouping the word, these two words. Okay, when we talk about this identification, okay, now let us take an example. Sometimes they feel like lead. Okay, collecting of leads का मतलब क्या होता है? इफ़ अगर आप कभी रोड में देखोगे या फिर मॉल्स के बाहर देखोगे, दे कीप ऑन कलेक्टिंग योर नेम्स. ओके, आपको वो कुछ ऑफर करते हैं, कूपन एंड ऑल, और वो आपका नेम ले लेते हैं और आपका फ़ोन नंबर ले लेते हैं. वो लीड्स कलेक्शन होता है. ओके, आई एम कलेक्टिंग द लीड्स फ्रॉम यू. ओके, sometime this particular thing is mistaken into self department. Okay, leads collection, but this is nothing but marketing department. Okay, marketing department do collect the leads. Okay, they do collect the leads and then they supply this leads to the self department, so that self department will take care of the things later on. Okay, So ये क्या है, identification. I will identify that okay, those who will collect the leads, okay, those who will collect the leads, they will be classified into this marketing department. Okay, so they will be grouped into this marketing department. Those kind of people who is collecting the lead, they will fall under the department of marketing. Okay, grouping the work to be performed, defining, delegating responsibility, authorities, and establishing relationship for the purpose of enabling people to work more effectively together in accomplishing the objective. Now, next to be performed, okay, the work has been grouped, the work has been identified, they has been defined that this is your thing which you are supposed to do, ये आपका काम है, ये आपको करना है, डेलीगेट कर दिया गया हमें हमारा काम, ओके, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दे दिया क्या, ऑथोरिटी दे दी गई कि ये आपके काम है, यू कैन एक्चुअली गो एंड click or you can actually collect those leads from the market, you can actually represent my brand name. Okay, ये हम authority दे रहे हैं. अगर a brand name, if I am wearing, for example, if I will wear a t-shirt of Bhalotia, okay, so they will be giving me that brand name, okay, authority to represent that brand. Is it clear? And relationship, and establishing relationship for the purpose of enabling people to work more effectively together in accomplishing this objective, in completing this objective, in attainment of this objectives. I hope this is clear. The first question, okay. and इतना ध्यान क्यों दिया गया फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन में, बिकॉज अगर मीनिंग नहीं क्लियर होता है तो आगे का कुछ भी समझा दो वो क्लियर नहीं होता है. Okay. Next, discuss the importance or significance or need of the organizing. For 5 marks, only 30% importance goes to this. Okay, let us see. Basic tools of management, organizing. Okay, basic tools of management needful. It means that when we talk about basic things, roti kapda makan is the basic things. Okay, so यहाँ पे भी organizing एक basic सी चीज़ है. Organizing act as a basic tools of management. The manager direct, coordinate and control through organizing. Whenever we are talking about the organizing, being as a manager, okay, if organizing is done in a proper manner, I can coordinate further in a proper manner. Okay, and if organizing is done in a proper manner, I can control the work as well, because I know who is the person responsible for that particular task, for that particular performance. Now, organizing is also known as backbone. Okay, when we talk about backbone, अगर आप खुद की backbone को देखोगे तो if you are standing, if you are sitting, if you are like walking, ये सब सपोर्ट आपको बैकबोन से मिलता है. ओके, सपोर्ट करते हैं ताकि हम खड़े रहें. ओके, इन द सेम मैनर यहाँ पे भी ऑर्गेनाइजिंग विदिन अ कंपनी सेम रोल प्ले करता है, फाउंडेशन ऑफ द बिजनेस. ओके, इफ ऑर्गेनाइजिंग हैज बीन डन इन अ प्रॉपर मैनर, बिजनेस में कभी भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा. Organizing is the backbone or the foundation of the business, which ensures success. Organizing give a clear idea about the scope of the function. Okay, why we are operating, what we are required to do, responsibility and authority. As a result, each and every employee has a complete idea about responsibilities delegated to him. I am giving you this responsibility that you are required to collect the database. I am giving you the responsibility that you are required to collect the feedback. Okay, all these things, ये responsibility दी जाती है, divide की जाती है, so that the work are performed effectively. Hence, organizing is called the foundation of the business. In order to make the work complete, in order to make the work done within the time frame, in order to avoid the wastage, it is important to go with this organizing. Equal distribution of authority and responsibility. Organizing ensures equal distribution of authority and responsibility. Some person is getting more work, some person is getting more authority, some person is showing the power. Okay, some person is getting the more responsibility. Each need to be get the same in an equal manner. Okay, इसीलिए equal distribution term has been attached. Thus, it accelerates the function of managerial functioning smoothly. What else management function, it will be done in a smooth manner if this equal distribution of authority and responsibility is taking into place. Next, if you have any doubt, you can write in the comment section. Utilization of resources. When we are doing organizing, we know that this is the department which is doing this work. Okay, it means that I know kitna zyada resources is needed in which kind of organization. Okay, so it ensures utilization of resources. Whatever resources I have, I will utilize it in the best manner. Okay, why so? Because if I'm not utilizing it in the best manner, मेरी cost, whatever will be my cost, it will be very high. But I want to make sure that my cost for production need to be low, so that I can make profit and I can sell the product at a lower cost as well, so that I can supply this product at a cheaper price into the market than my competitor. Okay, it ensures utilization of resources. It prepares resource planning for proper and optimum utilization of human and non-human or natural resources. So over here what we are doing, that we are doing utilization of human, utilization of non-human, utilization of natural resources. All those things will be utilized in the best manner. It arrange for the management of resources. Next, establishment of the coordination and discipline. People will be coordinating on each other and discipline will be very high, because I know what I am supposed to do and I will perform in such a manner, so my discipline will be very high. Okay, when I know that what I am supposed to do, so consistency and discipline, ultimately it get on high. Next, it creates an environment of coordination in the enterprise and establish industrial peace. When we talk about industrial peace, last में थोड़ा सा idea दिया था इसके बारे में, that when we are talking about the food industry, okay, within that food industry we can see Haldiram and Bikaram, two companies are there. Okay, it means that within that industry framework, if you are performing very well, okay, industry will have a good relation with you. It means that industry will not disturb you for doing any task. Okay, industry will not make any kind of disturbance in your work, because you are performing very well in that particular industry. Organizing establishes the order of performance. As a result, establishment of the coordination become easier and peace and discipline can be maintained in an organization. If I am making the things better, okay, if I am coming up with this coordination, if I am maintaining the peace, it will be easy for the organization to maintain the discipline. Example, if over there all those labor के लिए whatever law they have, they are following that law in a pretty well manner. Okay, labor laws, it means that that industrial peace will be maintained, because no labor is going to be put out of the work. Next, labor will be managing the work into peaceful manner. Okay, they will not disturb the working system, they will not go on strike. So it means that each and everything will be maintained if my organizing is done in a proper manner. Next, formation of a balanced business. Okay, business need to be balanced. Okay, ऐसे नहीं, it need to be balanced, it need to be perform pretty well. If वो balanced है तो over here it helps to form a balanced, sound and strong business structure. It coordinates among different departments. Okay, it helps to maintain a coordination among various departments, whatever department they are, but I am maintaining a balance in between all the departments, because I am providing them the resources as per needed. It established informal relationship among different classes of employee for establishment of an equilibrium environment of the business. What is this term? ये जो line था, it means that somewhere somehow I need to establish some informal relationship. Okay, so that whenever employees will be having some kind of grievances, they will come up to me that okay, this kind of grievances I do have and I want you to solve this problem of mine. Okay, just looking after the government or their legal things, their political things will not work. I need to have a good cooperation with my employees, so that this employee will help us to build my goodwill in the future. Next, prevention of the malpractices. Okay, malpractices मतलब जो गलत काम है, we should avoid that. Okay, over here if I am organizing the things, okay, कोई भी किसी को भी मैनिपुलेट नहीं कर सकता, कोई भी किसी को भी डिस्ट्रैक्ट नहीं कर सकता, कोई भी किसी को किसी गलत काम में फंसा नहीं सकता. ओके, एंड कोई भी कोई गलत काम हो नहीं सकता. It helps to prevent malpractices, dishonesty, misbehavior, etc. Organizing determines different work procedures and policies through planning in order to achieve the object of an enterprise. Whatever they are doing, that I want to achieve. So organizing helps to make the enterprise free from malpractices. Any kind of undisciplined work, any kind of dishonesty, any kind of misbehavior will be simply cancelled out if I am doing the work according to some proper manner, according to organizing, according to after knowing that which kind of thing is necessary for this department. Next, advantage of division of the labor and specialization. A good organization avails the benefit of division of the labor and specialization. Okay, now when somebody is having a specialization in something, if I am giving responsibility to that person for performing certain tasks, that work will be done in the best manner, and not just that, at the lower cost as well. Division of the labor gave rise to better delivery or delivery of the work within the time frame and in a good quality manner if that person is having that particular skills. So division of the work, the responsibilities, duties of the respected employees are specified. Okay, what you are supposed to do, it's actually specified to you, that this is the task which you are supposed to do. Besides, the employee may be posted to that job where he fit well, in that basket where it fit well. Okay, so the advantage of specialization are enjoyed. If you have any special task, you should always mention that. If you have some special skill, you should always mention that okay, this task can be done by me easily because I do possess that skill. Okay, so during organizing, I actually know that this all those employees do have some specialized skill and they can perform this task pretty well. Next, expansion of the business. It helps in expansion of the business. It is treated as the stair of development and progress of any nation as well as enterprise. Stairs, okay? I will go with one and one. Why so? Because if my organization is getting better day by day, I can expand my business because more customers are happy with me and they do want to purchase my product, they do want to join into my company. So it is good for nation and it is good for the organization itself as well. The total output of the enterprise is increased through organized work structure. The increased in the total output tends to increase in the profit, and increase in the profit increases expansion of the business. If my profit is getting high because my cost is low now, if my cost is low, my profit is getting high, it means that ultimately my business will be growing further. With this profit, I will expand further. Okay, next question. See, the basic principle of an ideal organization. Okay, principle of an ideal organization, that a good organization need to have that 60% important. Okay, next, if you have any doubt or if you want me to explain something in Hindi, you can also like message, okay, in the chat box, because paper आपको लिखना है English में, so I thought of कि why not to focus on only English. Okay, example I am trying to like हिंदी में conclude कर दे but English में भी बता रहे हैं so that it will be easy for you to just focus on that paper. Okay, next, state the basic principle of an ideal organization. What an ideal organization need to have some principles that इतना तो follow करना होगा. These are the certain things that being into an organization, to make it ideal, I need to follow. Okay, Principle of the division of the work. First of all, we have learned this into the 14 principles of given by the Phil. Principle of division of the work. If I am dividing the task, okay, it will be easy for people to perform, okay. And not just that, we have just said that if a person is having specialized knowledge in something, or if the person do have possess some specialized skill over there, the person can use that skill and perform further. So dividing of the work needed to be done if you want your organization to be into the ideal one. Since the total work of an organization cannot be performed by only one person, एक person, one man company will learn somewhere someday, okay, पहले syllabus में हुआ करता था आपके law में, one man company, it's mentioned as one man company, but अंदर में there are various people performing the task, okay, within that one man company or one person company, okay. It means that if we'll say that I am enough to do all the tasks, okay, I am enough to teach all the subject, it is not possible, it is not a cup of tea, okay. It means that we need different people to focus upon different particular tasks, particular specialization. It is imperative that such work must be stable divided among the number of workers. Instead of taking all the responsibility alone, you should divide that task. You should divide the task into various people. Next. Principle of optimum departmentation. According to the principle of optimum departmentation, departments in an organization must be so created and maintained as the facilitates the best entertainment of the common object of an enterprise. Whatever is my common object within an organization, thing is that अगर सोचो मेरे को टीम बोलती है कि this is the object that we want to achieve, okay, we want to make the maximum sale into the market. अगर हम maximum करेंगे तो हम आपको maximum profit भी देंगे, I will give you commission as well. तो ultimately ये क्या हो गया, common object हो गया, ठीक है, because I want to make money and maximum sale भी हो जाएगा, ठीक है. So मेरी profit भी हो जाएगी and organization का भी profit हो जाएगा. As an individual I am done and organization is also done. So according to the principle of optimum departmentation, departmentation in an organization must be created and maintained, okay, it need to be maintained. Principle of unity and direction. The principle implies that each group of activities having the same objective must have only one लाइव है अब बाद में बोल सकते हैं. Now, sorry for the interruption. Okay. Principle of unity of direction. The principle implies that each group of activities having the same object must have only one overall head and only one overall or the master plan, okay. Over here what I'm talking about, that whatever is my master plan, I need to move into that direction only, okay. I need to achieve that master plan only, I need to achieve that direction, I need to move into that direction. I have one overall plan, I will try to succeed into that plan only. Principle of the scalar chain. Scalar chain, it means that flow between the top and the bottom. Scalar chain is a chain of command or authority which flows from top to bottom. With a chain of authority, our abilities, wastage of resources are minimized, communication is effective, overlapping of the work is avoided, and easy organization take place, okay. If communication will be done in an easy manner, wastage of resources will be avoided, okay. Next, minimize resources used will be minimized because I know मुझे क्या करना है, I know my task pretty well, so I will be performing that task. Next, principle of unity of command. It implies one subordinate one supervisor relationship, okay. We have already done this before into 14 principle, okay, given by Henry Field. If we have one subordinate, there will be one supervisor as well for that subordinate, okay. It means that that subordinate will be getting all the information, all the direction from only one head, from one supervisor, okay. Every subordinate is answerable and accountable to one boss at a time. एक टाइम में आपको अकाउंटेबल एक ही पर्सन को होना है और एक ही पर्सन आपको रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी भी देगा. This help in avoiding communication gap and feedback and response in prompt. Next. Span of management, span of control principle. The span of management principle implies that there is a limit of number of subordinate, those whose work could be effectively managed, okay. Now when we talk about this span of management, it means that my control thumb and my little finger के बीच में whatever the things are coming, control, okay. It means that I am a manager who's trying to control this people, okay. जितने ज़्यादा people रहेंगे मेरा कंट्रोल करना उतना इम्पॉसिबल है. I need limited people, okay. I need limited people. I need so that I can supervise them in a better manner. Limited number of subordinates need to be managed by one supervisor, okay, so that task can be done easily. If in case of one supervisor in handling more and more of subordinate, okay, he is only handling the entire department, okay, तो वहाँ पे problem क्या होगा in that organization? The problem is such that it will be not easy for the particular person to handle it, okay. Why so? Because maybe that subordinate is not getting what to do, okay, and they are fresher over there. It will create a high pressure on that manager or on that supervisor. So simply span of control, we should have a limited person within one supervisor. Principle of educate delegation. By the principle of educate, when we talk about that, okay, I will do delegation of my task, okay, and ये delegation whenever we are doing, we will take into mind that okay, we are supposed to take it necessary, okay, we need to call it as a necessary. Educate, it means that each managerial position be provided with necessary or requires authority to enable the holder of the position. Now if मुझे responsibility दी गई है to handle BRS, bank reconciliation statement, okay, in simple meaning, in simple term, it means that if I'm handling that, I need to have an access to all the banks, I need to have an access to the cash book as well. So managers should delegate me that responsibility, that that authority as well, that you can check the books of account, you can check all my passbook, okay. So if the holder is having the authority, then only the person can complete that task. Next, principle of unity of object. Very simple stated. This principle requires that individual and departmental objectives throughout the enterprise must be perfectly harmonized, must be perfectly done, must be perfectly coordinated, okay. Unity, I am doing a task, you are doing a task, but at the end we are all running for an object in order to pass the examination, okay. We are running behind an object to complete that, and that all object must be mutually supported and collectively contributed to overall object, common object, okay. All the things need to be mutually supported, all the things need to be mutually contributing towards the objective. आप पढ़ तो रहे हो बट वो पढ़ाई जैसा नहीं है, ठीक है. इट मीन्स दैट यू विल बी लाइक हम पढ़ तो रहे हैं बट उसका आउटकम कुछ नहीं आया, बिकॉज वो पढ़ाई जैसा नहीं था. आप काम तो कर रहे हो बट उसका ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में कोई कंट्रीब्यूशन नहीं हो रहा है, बिकॉज वो वैसा कंट्रीब्यूट करने लायक वाला काम आप कर ही नहीं रहे थे. इज इट क्लियर? नेक्स्ट, ओके, ऑल दिस यू कैन गो विथ फर्दर बिकॉज दैट important portion I have covered. Okay, important I have covered. If you will see that principle of balance we have done before, इसके पहले flexibility we have done into the unit 1 and before that as well. Unity of object we done. Simplicity, it means that performing the task in a simpler manner as much as possible. Functional definition, it means that all the function concerns should be completed and should be clearly stated by the manager to their subordinate, and they are required to perform it as well. What you are required to perform, it need to be very clear. नहीं तो performance नहीं पता रहेगा तो काम क्या करोगे? Principle of efficiency. The organization structure should be designed in such a way as it facilitate efficient accomplishment of objective. It should be able to achieve the enterprise object at a minimum cost. At the lowest cost, things need to be done efficiency without making any wastage. I am doing the task. I am making it done. Principle of continuity. The organization should be enabled to the changing situation. I need to adopt that changing situation. When things are getting changed, I need to change myself. COVID situation. During that pandemic, we know that we have changed ourselves and we have tried to adopt that change. While designing an organization structure, due to care should be taken to maintain the continuity in the respect of existing and functioning. Okay. Whatever your existence, whatever you are functioning, you need to have that continuity in the same. Things need to be arranged, things need to be structured, things need to be redesigned. If कुछ भी problem है, it need to be changed, and the things need to be done in a proper manner continuously. Principle of cooperation. An organization is considered as a teamwork aimed at achieving common object. I have a task to do, you have a task to do, but ultimately whatever we are doing for the organization itself. All the members of the organization should perform their assigned work in cooperation with the other. Whatever other are doing, I will also do that because I need to accomplish the goal of the organization. Next, very important question for the 10 marks. Organization is a process. Okay, why? Discuss, or what are the steps of the organizing? Steps, or why it is a process. Okay, identifying the work to be performed. At first, I need to make my mind very clear that what are the work which is required to be performed within my organization to achieve that object. Okay, the work to be done. Okay, it is necessary to identify all the activities to be performed in order to achieve that organization object. The activities are classified into various categories. It is divided into various categories. The total activities are divided into a number of function and sub function. When we talk about the whatever my object or whatever my activity I am doing, my object will be simply broken up into different tasks. Okay, एक टास्क हुआ, दूसरा टास्क करेंगे, धीरे धीरे करके I will be reaching toward my object. Okay, and I will be doing various function, I will be performing various things. The various activity to be performed in a coordinated manner to be achieved, to achieve that target, to achieve that particular goal, to achieve that particular thing. Division of the work. We will divide the work. Over here, the total workload of an organization, it needed to be divided into various function, into various smaller object, you can say, smaller mission, you can say. Okay, or sub function. This function may be called purchasing, production, correspondence, accounting, advertising, financing, staffing, and marketing. I am dividing that task into various other function, or you can say various other department, and this department is taking care of all the tasks that come under that particular function, that particular department. The main object of the division of the work is simple specialization or specialized individual into different function. Those who have a good idea about purchasing the raw material at the lower cost, they will be there in that purchasing department. For example, we can say that one who is good in bargaining, that person need to be there in the purchasing department, because we are required to bargain and we are required to purchase that raw material. Okay, next, Grouping of similar activities. Whenever we have various activity, what I will do, I will group similar activity within one department so that it will be easy for that particular department to move ahead into one direction. Each department is placed under the charge of a department manager. There will be a manager, there will be a team lead who is leading that particular department. The activities related to different function are covered under different department. Different function do have different department do have different function they are performing, and each department do have one head. Next, assignment of the duty. The next step is appoint suitable person for the various job. Okay, there is a need for suitable person who will perform the various jobs. Okay, ऐसा नहीं है that अगर हम यहाँ पे बैठ के अभी PBM पढ़ा रहे हैं तो हम दूसरा सब्जेक्ट अचानक से एकदम स्विच कर ले. ठीक है, I need to have that knowledge about the subject. Okay, वैसे ही a person who is doing the task, that person need to have a knowledge about the different subject as well. Each group of activities is assigned to a position must be suited for. The assignment of the duty should be appropriate, taking into consideration the qualification experience of the individual. Okay, that individual need to be have that qualification, that individual need to be have that experience for the work they are performing. For example, purchase manager is assigned for the duties related to purchasing of the goods. The accounting manager is performing the work related to accounting, and the marketing manager is doing the work related to the marketing. Okay, this is the thing, that whatever duty is assigned to you, are supposed to perform that duty. Okay, now one thing that I want to add on in between, that those who are thinking कि we have still time in the examination, we will complete it later on, videos देख के कर लेंगे. ठीक है, just remember that. Okay, आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा कब 16th आ जाएगा. Okay, just remember that. आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा कब 16th आ जाएगा, and you will be like you are missing an opportunity. You are getting it for free of cost, and just you are required to watch this video. You are getting answers on the screen as well. Each and everything will be like given to you. It's a kind of spoon feeding. Okay, but still अगर आप ये सोच रहे हो कि हम इसको बाद में देख लेंगे, remember that बाद में कितना ही देखोगे. Okay, just remember that. Okay, because you're supposed to learn this kind of thing. आप कुछ भी आंसर बनाओगे और कुछ भी मार्क्स मिल जाएगा. People generally think that हम आंसर बनाएंगे और मार्क्स हम तो मार्क्स मिल जाएगा. तो just be very aware that this is Calcutta University. डरा नहीं रहे हैं, this is just a suggestion. Okay, delegation of equitable adequate authority. Okay, necessary authorities need to be delegated. Okay, we have learned about this अभी इसके पहले ही, so I'm skipping this. Defining relationship, responsibility relationship. It is necessary to define the relationship between two or more person who has been working together for a common goal. If you are working for a common goal, अगर dispute होगा, there will be a dispute, then things will be not managed in a particular way. Okay, you people need to have a particular relationship. There need to be a good in touch with each other so that we can work together for achieving a common goal. Okay, each individual should know who is his supervisor, to whom that person is required to report, for whom he has taken instruction, and to whom he have to report. Okay, instruction, from where the person is going to get the instruction, and to whom that person is required to report. After doing that task, if my work is completed, I'm going to report that person. If my work is even not completed, I'm going to report that person. Okay, if I'm having any issue, I will report to that person, only one person. Okay, similarly, a supervisor should know what authority he has over his subordinate. Providing proper physical facilities. It is essential for the provider proper infrastructure facilities to the individual for getting the work done in the best possible manner. Okay, we need to be do the task, infrastructure need to be there. If I'm performing any task, infrastructure need to be there so that I can perform it easily. Okay, the absence of any such factor may disrupt the production. For example, the employees need an environment where they can have a proper fan, they can have a proper water, they can actually use a proper hygienic sanitization washroom. अगर ये सब available नहीं है तो ultimately they will not feel like working. Okay, काम तो कर लेंगे बट अंदर से एफिशिएंसी नहीं आएगा. विल लर्न अबाउट दिस. ओके, यूनिट 4 में विल लर्न अबाउट दिस. देयर इज अ थ्योरी. ओके, देयर इज अ थ्योरी, विल लर्न अबाउट दिस टू फैक्टर थ्योरी. Proper coordination. It is necessary to coordinate the activities of different individuals and groups so that they do not overlook the overall organization goal. Okay, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की गोल क्या है, हम उसको भूल के हम कुछ भी कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, ऐसे नहीं चलेगा. आई नीड टू फोकस अपॉन व्हाट इज माय ऑर्गेनाइजेशन गोल. आई नीड टू वर्क फॉर द सेम. Coordination efforts of an individual can be ensure the attainment of the organization goal in an efficient manner need to be achieved. Proper communication. Every organization has its own channel and method of communication. Effective communication is vital for the success of the management. If they want to become success, it is necessary to have that effective communication. Next, the channel of communication may be formal, informal, upward, downward, horizon. Each and everything need to be completed. Okay, when we talk about formal, it means that with the help of formal email, with the help of formal call, with the help of formal meeting. Informal grapevine communication, if you can remember, हम organization में कैसे भी बात करेंगे, हम चुगली भी कर सकते हैं. Upward communication, this kind of communication. Okay, it means that if lower employee is passing some word to this upper employees, okay, or the top management. Downward, top management is passing some information to the lower employee. Horizontal, this kind of thing. Okay, it means that one departmental head is getting in connect with the other departmental head, or one departmental employee is getting connect with the other departmental employees. Sometime diagonal also, like there in the picture. Okay, diagonal का means होता है ये कुछ. ठीक है, it means that one departmental head is in touch with one department employee. Okay, diagonal. Integration in all the activities can be achieved through a proper communication system. If there is proper communication, we can actually integrate all the activities in a proper way. Okay, next, discover the feature. It is not so important, so I'm just skipping that. Okay, next, define organization. Again, organization, not organizing. Okay, organizing is a process. Okay, organization refers to a collection of people, collection of different people, okay, who are involved in pursuing define goal. I have a goal with me. These people, who are collection of people belonging from different background, belonging with different specialization, are here to achieve that objective with me, my objective. It can be understood as a social system which comprises all the formal human relationship. It is something which is in a formal manner. The organization encompasses division of work among the employees and alignment of the task towards the ultimate goal of the company. So over here, what I'm supposed to do, that my task has been aligned. I want to achieve the goal of my company. Whatever goal I have, whatever object I have, I want to achieve that. Good afternoon, Dr. White. Okay, next, what do you mean by organization structure? Okay, over here what we did is define organization. Now organization structure. Okay, an organization structure is a system that outline how certain activities are directed, coordinated and controlled. There are various activities that need to have a direction, that need to be coordinated when needed, that need to be controlled when things are getting wrong, okay, in order to achieve that goal within an organization. This activity can be include rule, role, responsibility. These activities includes any kind of rule, any kind of role which you are playing, and any responsibility which you are supposed to take. An organization structure is a visual diagram of a company, visible, okay, diagram of a company. Next, that describe what employees, give me a minute, okay, that describe what employees do and who they report to, and how how decision are to be made across the business, okay, to whom they're supposed to coordinate with, to whom they're supposed to report, and what decision they're supposed to take for this business. An organization structure is a set of role and relationship and responsibility, 4 R's, that determine how companies activities should be directed to achieve its goal. Again, 4 R: rules, role, relationship and responsibility. Next, when we talk about features of organization, again least important, so I'm just going to skip this. Next, what are the different types, what are the different form of organization structure, okay, forms. यहाँ से line organization is very important, okay, but we'll read about all those form, ठीक है, we'll read about this. 30% है, but आगे मैं आपको ये questions repeat करते हुए दिखेंगे, ठीक है. Now, line structure, okay, there are various form of organization: line and staff organization, functional, a projected organization, matrix, hierarchical structure, okay, again repeating: line structure, line staff, functional, projected, matrix and hierarchical structure. Line structure. Line organization is the oldest form of organization. Remember to write this within the examination, okay. Next, in a line structure, or authority within the organization flow from top to bottom, okay. It means that there will be downward communication, okay. Top to bottom things are flowing, okay. There are no specialization or support service. कोई specialization नहीं है, कोई support service available नहीं है. Whatever they are doing itself, okay. It is one of the simple type of the organization structure, the easiest one that any organization can have. Next, the organization is typically divided into departments that are overseen and controlled by the general manager. There is a general manager who is taking care of each and everything, and each department has his own manager with authority over its staff, okay. Each department there will have an manager, okay, who will take care of its own staff, and agar staff is doing anything wrong, that manager will take the responsibility, okay. I am accountable for this staff, okay. Next, over here the departments work independently to support the organization's primary goal, okay. For the achievement of their primary goal, the department work itself, okay. ऐसा नहीं है that if other department is working then only I will work. ऐसा, there is nothing like that. If one department is even not working, I will do my task, okay, because I am independent, okay. I am independent. I am not dependent on some different some different department of the organization. I am independent. I can operate easily. Next, line staff organization. Line staff organization in management approach in which authority establish goals and directives that are then fulfilled by the staff and other workers. Okay, over here when we talk about the line staffing organization in management approach, it means that we are supposed to have a goal, we are supposed to have a direction in which we are moving, and that need to be fulfilled by whom? By the staff and by the other worker. They are doing it. Okay, a line staff organization structure attempt to render a large and complex enterprise more flexible without sacrificing the managerial authority. So over here this kind of thing is possible, or this kind of organization you can take when it's complex and when it's fixable. Okay, things are very complex in a, or very large. Okay, organization is very large, the things are very complex over there, and we need to make it very flexible without without making any disturbance into the authority of the manager. Okay, then we will go with this line and staff. Functional structure. A functional project organization structure organize its hierarchy around traditionally functioning department. A functional manager head each department and reports to an executive. Okay, I am allocating you a function. Okay, I'm giving you a task to do. Okay, over here what you will do, you will come to me. I am your functional manager. Okay, manager nahi, functional manager. You will come to me, you will report me about the things. Okay, एक hierarchy है, उसमें एक functional manager भी है. This functional manager not other staff to whom you will approach to the functional management and not other staff coordinate the project, and they select team members from each department to support the project in addition to their functional responsibility. तो यहाँ पे क्या है that there are some functional responsibility, there are some people who is handling this functional responsibility or these functional things. Okay, apart from that there will be some person, okay, who will be taking care of further things. Okay, जैसे कि additional support team I need from each and every department who will take care of additional work. You have some member within your group, but apart from that you need some more member from different group in order to perform additional task. Clear? Projected organization. Okay, a projected organization or project based organization, term clear है, there is a project that they are supposed to perform. Each delegated project division within an organization, the project coordinates, operates vertically under this division. Okay, there is a project who is working, who is operating within this division. Project manager maintains sole authority for the project and are assigned delegated staff who work towards the project goal, who try to complete this project goal. There will be a project manager for one project, there will be a project manager who will be there to help you out for that entire project. Okay, and आप उस particular project के लिए appoint किए गए हो उस particular group में. Why you are there in that group? For that particular project. Okay, not that कि आपका role ही वही है, it's just that you are there for that particular project. Once the project will be done, your task will be done. Okay, next, matrix structure. A matrix organization structure is set up on a grid to demonstrate staff reporting pattern to more than one authority. Okay, there is more than one authority who will be there. That, okay, again, a matrix organization structure is set up of a grid to demonstrate staff reporting pattern to more than one authority. Okay, more than one authority will be there and staff is working under more than one person. Okay, and they are supposed to accountable to all those manager. Okay, एक manager नहीं, एक से ज़्यादा authority will be there, more than one person to whom I am supposed to report. Okay, सिर्फ एक head को हम report नहीं करेंगे, इसके अलावा there will be more head to whom I will report. Next, depending on the decision making capacities of the project manager, a matrix structure is one of three subtype: weak, balanced or strong. Okay, so matrix structure is divided into three: weak, balanced and strong. Okay, in a simple thing, it is a hybrid of functional and project. Okay, combination, you can say that, where we can actually see that functional and project both are coming to the picture. Then we can talk about this matrix structure. Hierarchy structure, ऊपर से नीचे, नीचे से ऊपर की hierarchy बनी हुई है, and we are performing that in that. In a hierarchy organization structure, employees are grouped and assigned in a supervisor. It is the most common type of organization structure. This structure is often depicted as a pyramid because there are multiple levels of authority with the higher level of leadership at the top, their direction employees below them, and so forth. Okay, whatever overheads given is that a pyramid will be there. Okay, and in that pyramid there will be lower, there will be middle, there will be upper. ऐसा division होगा, and टॉप लेवल जो बोलेंगे वो नीचे वाले लेवल को फॉलो करना है, या फिर लोअर लेवल जो भी बोलेंगे वो टॉप लेवल इनटेक करेगा. सो यहाँ पे इस काइंड ऑफ पिरामिड में वी विल ट्राई टू हैंडल द थिंग, एंड एट द टॉप वी विल हैव अ लीडर. नेक्स्ट, डिफाइन लाइन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. आई होप आई हैव डिफाइंड दैट. उसका समरी तो मैंने डिफाइन कर दिया था. पहले ये चार्ट दिखा देते हैं, उसका फिर से समरी दिखा देंगे. ठीक है, in line organization we can see that there is someone in the top, that is chief executive. If it's visible to you now, I guess it will be visible to you. There will be chief executive, and then there will be two manager. Okay, within that manager there will be manager, assistant manager. Okay, and under assistant manager there will be two employees. Okay, this kind of line organization, it means that a chief executive is there. Within that chief executive there are two manager. Okay, then within that manager, there are two assistant manager, and those assistant manager within themselves they have two employees who are doing the task. Okay, it means that employees are required to report to the assistant manager are required to report to the manager, and the manager is required to report to the chief executive. Okay, now reading the definition of the same. Line organization is one of the most common type of organization structure. In a line organization structure, authority flow from top to bottom. Okay, that is, each successive level of management has more authority than the one in the below. Okay, successive का मतलब ऊपर. Okay, ऊपर वाले पे ज़्यादा responsibility है than the one who is below that. Okay, for example, अगर हम इसी example में लें तो manager के पास कम responsibility है rather than the chief के पास बहुत बड़ी responsibility है. Okay, because he is handling each and everything. manager की responsibility थोड़ी सी कम है. Okay, next, organization, often times there is one authority figure in charge at the top with a series of manager beneath that. क्या बताया जा रहा है यहाँ पे, that there is one person at the top, and within that top person there are many employees or many other who is working. This type of organization structure is commonly used in companies where there is clear hierarchy and a need for a tight control over the operation. When operation need to be performed in a proper way, day-to-day tasks need to be done. In that kind of organization, we will use this kind of technique. The pictured line type organization chart shows how authority flows in a line organization. So over here we are done with this picture. We can get it understand easily that how the things are getting into the flow. Okay, next, advantages. It's not so important, so I'm going to skip this as of now. Okay, line and staff we are already done. Okay, एक बार ये picture देख लेते हैं so that it will be easily understandable to you. See, line and staff, it's a simple manner that when we talk about this, managing director do have four different person to whom that person is handling. Then managing director do have a production manager is again handling the four other people. Okay, then managing director do also control foreman, it means the lower level of employee, okay, and under that foreman also have a supervisor, and those supervisor do control different labors, okay. तो यहाँ पे क्या दिखाया जा रहा है, अगर हम इन दोनों को differentiate करेंगे, so we can see that over here when we talk about this managing director is not only handling production foreman, but he is also handling financial advisor, he is also handling the technical advisor, he is also handling the economic advisor and assist to MD as well. So बहुत सारे tasks that person is performing. Next, when we talk about this production manager, the production manager is not only the focus is not just on research and development staff, but also on the system engineer, technical expert and engineer, industrial engineer, and also on the foreman, okay. So like this, ये इससे अलग है क्योंकि वहाँ पे एक सिंपल सी लाइन दिखती है, बट यहाँ पे one person is handling much more task, okay, the person is handling much more task. Features we will not do right now. Okay. Next, what is formal organization? We as it's not important, we are going to skip this as well. Okay, next, this one, 30% important. What is mean by the functional structure of an organization? We have already done this, okay, before. A functional organization structure is a common type of business structure that organizes a company into different departments based on area of expertise, grouping employees by specialties, skills or related roles. It means that in a simple term, employees, those who are divided into various tasks, those who are doing various things, those who are having special knowledge, those who are having special skilled, they are been divided over here, okay. And it is based on the level of hierarchy that includes different department under the direction of designated leader. Under the direction of designated leader, there will be some person who are performing different function, okay, who are trying to do different function. So business commonly operate under financial structure because it groups people who have similar knowledge, okay. When we talk about this group of functional structure, यहाँ पे क्या है, they simply group all those people who are having similar knowledge, okay, their knowledge are same, and then they are used as a team for the company to achieve the goal, okay. कुछ फंक्शन परफॉर्म करने के लिए नॉलेज को यूज़ किया जा रहा है, ठीक है. डिपार्टमेंटेशन फॉर डिफरेंट टर्म, फंक्शन को परफॉर्म करने के लिए आई एम टेकिंग दैट पर्सन विद इन माई टीम, ओके. फॉर परफॉर्मिंग, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, फॉर परफॉर्मिंग एक्सेल आई एम टेकिंग दिस पर्सन, ओके. नेक्स्ट, दिस इज डन. Again, important, let us find out the important one, then we will do, yes, departmentation, very important. Grouping of homogeneous activity is called departmentation. Whenever we will try to group different we have different activities within an organization, heterogeneous, okay. But whenever what we will do, we will try to gather all homogeneous kind of activity. It means that those activity which are similar into nature, okay, we'll focus upon those activity which are similar into nature, and we will make a group of those different activities, okay. Departmentation refers to the process of grouping related activities or functions into specialized unit, okay. Departmentation refers to the process of grouping related activity or function into specialized unit or departments within an organization, okay. What I am doing, that these are the different related activities that this can be grouped into one cup, okay. What I will do, इसमें function जो भी है, specialization जो भी है उस department का, I will put that into, okay. Next, it is derived from the word department, which signifies an organization, distance, area or division responsibility for the specific task or function. an organization have a specific task, an organization do have a specific function to perform, और ये specific person से performance से ही I can understand कि ये इस particular department में जाएगा. Example मैंने अभी लिया था, those person who is collecting our leads, okay, who is collecting leads, who is collecting our information, they are from the marketing department. Okay, next, departmentation involves organizing and dividing the organization workload into smaller and manageable unit. If one leader, that person is handling marketing department, finance department, costing department, purchasing department, all the things that person is handling, okay, so problem क्या हो जाएगा, maybe that person is not be able to have an expertise or specific knowledge in that particular area, तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगी. So in order to make it feasible, what I will do, manageable, what I will do, I will take different small unit and I will divide it into different unit, and then departmentation will be done, and each departmentation, after doing departmentation, each department will have one leader who is going to lead that particular department further. Next, as a result, departmentation streamlines the functioning of an organization and help in achieving its objective more effectively, help in achieving their object in a best proper manner. I hope till this is it clear to you all. I hope this is clear. Next, explain the need for the departmentation. Why we need to do this departmentation? 5 marks and 30% of the weightage for importance. Okay. The need for the departmentation arises due to various reasons that contribute to an organization overall success and efficiency. Further, specialization. Departmentation enable organization to leverage the benefit of specialization. Okay, you have some specialized knowledge in something, you are supposed to perform that work. Okay, when I am doing some tasks I am having specialized knowledge into, and continuously I am doing that task, it means that I will become more specific to or more prompt to perform that task. हम बहुत easily उस task को perform कर पाएंगे. By dividing work based on expertise, employees can focus on their area of proficiency. Okay, I am good into this. Okay, I will be performing this task. It means that ये task बहुत अच्छे से best manner में होगा, leading to increase the productivity and higher quality output. If a particular person is doing a particular task, or that person is having expertise knowledge in that, it means best result will be there 100%. Coordination. Okay, departmentation facilitates improved coordination between different departments, ensuring a smooth workflow. It also helps reduce communication barrier, as each department knows its specific role and responsibility. Now when I have an idea that what I am supposed to perform, okay, so communication between the department will be smooth, because for example I am done with the marketing, now sales department will do their task. Okay, whatever I have collected from the marketing, whatever database, I will hand over this to the sales department, and sales department will perform the further work for their organization. Okay, so specific responsibility is there, communication barrier will not be there, like multiple tasking by, like if there is one organization and various person is performing similar task, okay, or multiple tasking, so यहाँ पे क्या, benefits will be different. Okay, if 4 person are performing same task, okay, loss to the organization, but if a multitasking person is performing all the task, okay, benefit to the organization. So accordingly we need to divide it. Next, control. Departmentation simplifies the process of monitoring and controlling the activities of various departmentations. By setting departmental goals and performance standard, managers can evaluate each department progress and implement corrective action when necessary. When things are necessary, I will take that action and I will go further with. Okay, if I feel like कि okay this departmentation needs some correction, सही नहीं जा रहा है तो हम उसको correct करेंगे. When necessary, then only I will go with this correction or controlling process, because there will be a standard performance. I will measure that standard with the actual performance. If there will be any deviation, I will try to recorrect that. Accountability. Departmentation fosters a sense of responsibility among the employees. Okay, employees are doing the task. Now whenever they are doing the task, they will be responsible for so as well. So they will take the accountability to answer about that task, that okay, I have done this, why I have done this, गलती कहाँ है कहाँ नहीं. Okay, their role and responsibility will be very clear. This clear delegation help employees to understand their contribution to the organization, what they are bringing on the table for the organization. It will be very clear, and encourage them to take ownership of their work, to work with whatever they want. Growth and expansion. An organization grows, the need of a departmentation become increasingly critical. Whenever there is a growth phase, okay, departmentation is required. If you have a small organization, departmentation is not needed, but as you are going, departmentation is needed. As well structured department framework allows the organization to expand, and their operation and handle increases, workload increases, they are required to perform in a better manner. Resource utilization. Departmentation promotes the effective utilization of resources. Whatever resources you have, you are required to utilize it in the full manner, including human capital, even me, even the human that need to be utilized in the best way, by ensuring that employees with the specific task skills are assigned to relevant tasks. This leads to better productivity and reduces the wastage of time and resources. If human capital being allotted into their place, they will perform in a better manner. और यहाँ पे resources and reducing the time of the wastage. Okay, time wastage will be reduced, resources wastage will be reduced. Next, okay, let us take a break of for 10 minutes. Okay, break for 10 minutes. We will be back exactly at 4. Okay, and we'll start from this. Thank you. Now, so we are back after a break of 10 minutes. Okay, so we will focus on just on those questions who are having a weightage of 90 and 80%. Okay, let us move forward. So this is having 30%. I'm just going to skip this. Next. Okay, 99%. What is delegation of authority? It's very important. Okay, you can see this question in 2 marks and even like 5 marks they can be joint question as well. Okay, the delegation of authority refers to the delegation of authority refers to division of the work, division of the labor, division of decision making, division of responsibility to all the individual that report to a leader or manager. Okay, to whom they are reporting. Okay, so over here, to whom they are reporting, their leader or their manager, each and everything will divide it. Okay, so delegation, I am giving you the responsibility to do the task. Okay, I am giving you the authority to do the task. Okay, this is something that is called as delegation of the stuff. Okay, now it is a organizational process of a manager dividing their own work among their different labor. Okay, a manager is having all the activities. Okay, but manager क्या करता है अपनी खुद की activities को different लोगों में divide कर देता है, so that they can actually understand. Okay, ये काम था, इसने इसको मैं दे सकता हूँ because that person have a specialization in that and the person is very sound in that. Okay, in the for the task the person is very good. Okay, next, a manager alone cannot perform all the tasks assigned to him. Why? Because the task is very huge, so manager itself divide that task among their team members and also they provide them with the delegation of the authority, that I am giving you the delegation that okay, whatever thing you required for completion of this task, you can go and take access for the same. आपको जो भी चाहिए आप उसके लिए जा सकते हो आगे. In order to meet the target, the manager should delegate the authority. Delegation of the authority means division of the authority and powers downward to the subordinate. Okay, whatever power I have, whatever authority I have, I am giving you that authority to perform the work. Okay, for example, sometime ऐसा होता है that we say that okay, मैंने समझा दिया, अब ये आपको समझाएगा. ठीक है, student आपको explain करेगा. It means that student, I am giving him my authority to take in charge of the stuff. Okay, next, delegation of the authority means granting of the authority by the superior manager to his subordinate in order to complete that particular assignment, in order to complete that particular task. Division of the element of the delegation of the authority. Okay, sorry, discussion of the element of delegation of the authority. Whatever is there, very important. Take it as 100%. Okay, very important. Over here, whatever we have, it consists of 3 elements: authority, responsibility and accountability. It consists of 3 things: authority, responsibility and accountability. Okay, when we talk about authority, one of the essential element of delegation is authority, which is the power to complete the assigned task. Whatever task is given to you, I'm giving you the power as well to complete that task. Without authority, a subordinate is unable to execute the task perfectly. Whatever is the task, I won't be able to execute it because authority is still in the hand of some other party. In order to complete that task as expected by the manager has to provide authority of executing the task that given to the subordinate. Okay, if only I'm giving you the task, वैसे नहीं चलेगा. Task दिया मुझे, बाकी आपको I need to handle you that responsibility, that power as well. Okay, that power as well, downward. Okay, downward. Responsibility is an obligation of subordinate to properly perform the assigned duty. Okay, I have given you a duty, you are required to complete this, you are required to complete that task. When a superior assign a job to his subordinate, it becomes the responsibility of that subordinate to complete that job, to make that task done. This means that word responsibility come into play. Okay, responsibility, you are supposed to, I have given you a task, kaise bhi karo, kya bhi karo, but you need to complete it. Okay, only after the job has been assigned. Thus, to assign job can be called assigned responsibility. This assigned job can also be called as assigned responsibility. Accountability. Accountability means answerability of the subordinate to his supervisor for his work performance. Whatever is your work performance, you are required to be answerable for the same. In other words, when a supervisor assign job, work or responsibility to his to his subordinate, whenever I am giving you this accountability, okay, मुझे कुछ काम मिला था, now I am accountable for the same. It means that upward, I am accountable for the same. I am going to make sure that I have done the work, or if there is something wrong with the work, I am going to talk about the same with my supervisor, with my person. Okay, जो मेरे से ऊपर person है उनको. Discuss the principle of the delegation of the authority. What are the principle? Okay, we will discuss it at the end if we will have some time. Okay, now skip करो. सेंट्रलाइजेशन का मतलब एकदम सिंपल में बोले तो डिसीजन मेकिंग पावर रेस्ट इन द हैंड ऑफ टॉप मैनेजमेंट. ओके, 30% स्किप करते हैं. ओके, नेक्स्ट, डिफरेंस बिटवीन डेलीगेशन एंड डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, नाउ मीनिंग एट फर्स्ट. डेलीगेशन, पहले delegation फिर decentralization. Okay, when we are talking about delegation, delegation of the authority means assigning work to the subordinate and giving them the authority to do so. I am giving you a task, I am giving you the authority to do that task. Okay, that is known as my delegation. But when we talk about decentralization, decentralization refers to a systematic effort to delegate to the lower level of all the authority expect which can be exercised at a central point. Okay, it means that I am putting a systematic effort where I am delegating the things to the lower level of authority. Okay, I have given you the things but at a lower level of authority I am delegating it. Okay, and exercise जो उसका मेन पावर होगा वो अभी भी सेंट्रल के पास होगा. ठीक है, बट यहाँ पे हम ऑथोरिटी पूरा डिवाइड नहीं कर रहे हैं. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू द थिंग्स दैट to some extent you are supposed to do this task. Okay, handle अभी भी हम करेंगे. Next, freedom of action. As control is in the hand of the supervisor, less freedom is given to the subordinate. Control किसके हाथ में है? Supervisor के हाथ में. More freedom is given to the subordinate to take the decision. यहाँ पे decision क्यों? Because lower level employee को मैंने पूरा का पूरा चीज़ों को देखे रखा हुआ है. ठीक है, ये काम करो, मेरे को सबमिट करो. ठीक है, in this manner. Okay, ध्यान एक चीज़ रखना है यहाँ पे. Delegate to all the lowest level all authority. Okay, यहाँ पे एक मिस्टेक हुआ मेरे से. Okay, when we talk about decentralization, it means that एक एक चीज़ को I am giving to you. Okay, it means that delegate to the lowest level all the authority. हर एक एक चीज़ I am giving you, divide कर दिया मैंने, तोड़ दिया है. ठीक है, मैंने तोड़ दिया, मैंने आपको दे दिया. अब आप ही देखो इसका करना क्या है. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट, status. This is the process done as result of division of the work. Division of the work करने के बाद जो भी आता है उसका वो प्रोसेस होता है. ठीक है, एंड रिजल्ट. दिस इज द रिजल्ट ऑफ पॉलिसी डिसीजन ऑफ द टॉप लेवल. टॉप लेवल हैव डिसाइडेड फॉर द डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन कि कुछ काम आप भी करो, कुछ काम हम करेंगे. ठीक है, आप काम करके लेके आओ, हम देख लेंगे. नेक्स्ट, scope. It is a narrow scope as it is limited to the supervisor and his subordinate. The scope is narrow, okay, because काम करने का तरीका is a bit narrow, okay. ये wider scope है, coverage बहुत बड़ा है, it has a wider scope and is extended to the lower level of management. बहुत ज़्यादा control power सब कुछ divide कर दी जाती है. Aim. It aimed to reduce the workload of the supervisor. Workload will be reduced. It aimed to enhance the role of the subordinate in the organization. Subordinate को ज़्यादा role, ज़्यादा power, they have been counted. Okay, subordinate को count करेंगे. Nature. It is necessary to act because no individual can perform all the tasks of his own. And यहाँ पे क्या है? It is an optional policy. हम कर भी सकते हैं, नहीं भी कर सकते, ठीक है? It depend upon the top management. Responsibility. It is responsibility of every manager to do it. It is responsibility of the top management to do it. Authority. The maximum authority is retained in the hand of the top level, and over here authority is systematically distributed at every level. Every level में things has been concluded. Okay. Okay. Important, very important question. What is the span of the management? Span of the management control. Okay. Span of the management is the number of people or subordinate that a manager can control or manage. Okay. A person, one person, how much, how many, instead of much it will be many, how many people I can control, how many things, how many people I can control and how many subordinate I can take care of. This is the term which is known as over here span of management. Okay, thumb से लेके end finger में हम कितना किसको control कर सकते हैं. Next, the term span of management is known as span of control or span of supervision. Being as a supervisor हम कितने लोग को supervise कर सकते हैं at a moment. An organization need to maintain a balance between the number of employees within a team and the number of employees that a manager is responsible to take care of. Okay, I hope this is clear. ये term बहुत important है, ठीक है? It rely on the type of nature of the work in an organization. The span of control of a manager thus depend upon subordinate, which can range from few to 100. Next question. Explain the determinants of span of management or explain the factors determining the span of management. This is 30%. Okay, before this, let us see, is there any question? I guess this is done. Okay, before this let us move to the that question of 50% weightage. Okay, उसको पहले complete कर लेते हैं, फिर यहाँ पे आते हैं. This one. Okay, discuss the principle of delegation of authority. Okay, discuss the principle of delegation of authority. Principle of delegation of authority, functional definition. Okay, at first, before delegation authority, a manager should define clearly the function to be performed by a subordinate. What you are supposed to conclude, what you are supposed to bring on the table, what you are supposed to do for the organization. The object of each job, the activities involved in it, and its relation with the other job should be defined clearly. Delegation by expected result. Okay, result expected. Okay, whatever you feel like, what is your result that you want or things you want, accordingly you need to delegate. Authority should be delegated only after the result to be achieved by the subordinate are decided. Okay, what you are supposed to do. Okay, if I am having an idea that what you are supposed to do, तो ही I am giving you this delegation. Okay, then only I am going to go with this delegation of things. Okay, if I am not able to understand that what responsibility I should give you or what task I should give you, so why I will go with this delegation. Okay, next, this will enable them to know by what standard their performance will be judged. There will be a standard. My expected things is this, and you are supposed to do the things like this. Okay, in this manner you are supposed to perform that task. For example, I have given you an Excel sheet. My expected thing is that you are performed to do this Excel sheet in this manner. तो आप ऐसे complete करोगे. There must be a proper balance between authority and responsibility of a subordinate. Responsibility without authority will make a subordinate ineffective as he cannot discharge his duty. Okay, if अगर मुझे responsibility and authority नहीं मिलता है, I am not able to do my task, okay, in the proper manner. अगर authority responsibility के बीच में balance नहीं है, authority नहीं दी गई है, तो मैं उस responsibility को भी नहीं complete कर पाऊंगी, cannot perform my duty. Similarly, authority without responsibility will make the subordinate irresponsible. Okay, authority without responsibility. Okay, authority to de diya, but there is no responsibility. Now you will do all the wrong thing which can be possible. Therefore, authority and responsibility should be coexist. Absoluteness of responsibility. Responsibility cannot be delegated. No manager can avoid his responsibility by delegation, by delegating his authority to the subordinate. Okay, ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने अगर आपको काम दे दिया तो I will be free from my job. Nothing like that. Okay, I am still responsible for doing my task. Okay, so no manager can avoid the responsibility even if the person is delegating his work to that subordinate. Okay, after delegating authority, he remain accountable for the activity of his subordinate. Similarly, the subordinate remain accountable to their supervisor for a superior for the performance of the assigned duty. Unity of command, receiving command from one person. Okay, skip. Well defined limit of authority. Authority will be given, but to some extent it need to be well defined. Okay, clearly things need to be stated and avoid overlapping of the authority and will allow subordinate to exercise initiatives. Over here the thing is that he should not go to that manner that thing which is outside his limit. Okay, if something is not within his limit and still just because he is having the authority he is performing the task, तो चीज़ें नहीं बनती है वहाँ पे. ठीक है, authority level principle. Manager at each level should make all the decision within their justification, within their caretaken, okay, jurisdiction. They should avoid the temptation, they should not just go with the decision of the superior. They should not just rely on themselves. They should avoid all these things. Okay, whatever they are doing, they should be taken into care that things need to be followed in a particular way. अब सारा टास्क हम पूछ के करेंगे तो ऐसे नहीं चलेगा ना, बट वट एवर इज आउटसाइड योर regime that only you are supposed to ask with your manager. Okay, so we are done with this. Next, the last question of the day. Next class will be tomorrow only in this time. Okay, we will discuss further unit 4 which is important for exam purpose. Okay, directing leadership will conclude it tomorrow. Okay, and we will just focus on the important portion. Now next, the last question of the day. Explain the determinants of span of management, or explain the factor determining span of management. Okay, over here. Capacity of the subordinate. The span of management very much depend upon the efficiency and ability of the subordinate that are under the control of the manager. Okay, how much that particular person do have the efficiency. Okay, their capability क्या है उस पर depend करेगा ना, that manager, how much effort the manager is required to do. Factors, okay, that define the span of control. Manager capability to manage. If being a manager you do have a very good skills and you can manage a huge number of candidates among yourself, or you can deal with them, it means that you can take as much people as possible. Okay, if you have a good leadership quality, if you have a good communication skill, decision making quality, then you can go for it. Okay, you can have a good number. Manager capabilities पर depend करता है that how many people that person can handle. Size of the organization. Organization size also influences the span of management. It determines the number of people that manager can handle. If the size of the organization is pretty very big, okay, in that kind of organization, a manager is required to handle much more people. Okay, Nature of the work. If the work which you are doing is something which is in repeated nature, or which is something which is very easy, so you can make them understand and they are going to perform the task. Okay, so over here term is written, frequent guidance is not required when the work is performed is something which is simple and repetitive in nature. So we can say that it is something which is very easy to perform. Okay, so manager can supervise a large number of subordinates, but when the work is not easy to perform, a wide span of management is used when the work is stable and do not change frequently. When the work is stable, then we can go with this wide span. Okay, narrow कब लगता है? When I am taking control of lesser people. Okay, हम कम लोगों का ध्यान रखेंगे तो हम narrow यूज करते हैं. Wide का मतलब होता है एक बहुत को संभालते हैं. ठीक है. Next, availabilities of time. If the manager has more time on his hand, he will be able to manage a greater number of subordinates over here efficiently, as he will have more time for the guidance. Okay, for guiding them, for proper educating them, that person will have time, so that person can go further. Degree of decentralization. A reasonable level of decentralization lowers the load. Okay, if I am dividing it, okay, if I am making it decentralized, मैं अपना काम किसी और को दे रही हूँ, तो यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा? They can manage a large number of employee. Okay, on the other hand, if organization is decentralized, okay, only one person is handling the entire thing, then at that time we should focus upon smaller portion of employees to subordinate, because I'm supposed to take all the risk. Okay, geographical dispersion of the subordinate. Dispersion of the subordinate. Control and management of the employee become difficult when the subordinate are dispersed at different places. I am sitting in Calcutta, some people are sitting in Bangalore, some people are sitting in Japan, okay, some are sitting in some different portion of the country. इफ़ मैनेजर एक ही है तो उसके लिए हैंडल करना मुश्किल है डिफरेंट प्लेसेस में. ठीक है, क्योंकि डिफरेंट पर्सन डू हैव डिफरेंट लैंग्वेज, लिंग्विस्टिक इशूज इसको बोलते हैं. डिफरेंट पर्सन डू हैव डिफरेंट लैंग्वेज बैरियर, पर्सन व्हेन दे आर परफॉर्मिंग द टास्क थोड़ा सा अलग हो जाता है. ठीक है, थिंग्स आर डिफरेंट. सो एट दैट टाइम मैनेजर नीड टू हैव पीपल जो कि वहाँ पे डिफरेंट लोगों को कंट्रोल कर पाए डिफरेंट रीजन में. इसीलिए वी हैव रीजनल हेड. उस पर्टिकुलर रीजन का एक हेड होता है, सो दैट पर्टिकुलर रीजन हेड कैन कंट्रोल ऑल द एम्प्लॉयज फॉलोइंग इन दैट पर्टिकुलर रीजन. स्टाफ असिस्ट. मैनेजर कैन हैंडल मोर सबऑर्डिनेट इफ स्टाफ असिस्ट लाइक अ प्राइवेट सेक्रेटरी इज अवेलेबल. ओके, अब नाउ देखो क्या है दैट अगर आपके पास एक पर्सन है जो कि आपका सारा काम देख रहा है, पर्सनल असिस्टेंट इज देयर हु इज टेकिंग केयर ऑफ ऑल योर वर्क. फॉर एग्जांपल नाउ इट इज एलेक्सा. इवन एलेक्सा याद दिलाती है कि ये काम करना है. ठीक है, यू हैव एन एलेक्सा विथ यू और आपको पता है दिस इज द नंबर ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज you have divided the task and Alexa is giving you a reminder that you're supposed to remind these people to work this, okay, to perform this task. तो ये हो जाता है आपके लिए easy. The availability of the manager reduces the workload of the availability of the staff decreases the workload of the manager. manager का काम थोड़ा easy हो जाता है if there is more and more people वो इस लाइक उनके पर्सनल असिस्टेंट्स में है और प्राइवेट सेक्रेटरीज हैं, तो इट विल बी ईजी. और इसके अलावा इफ अ मैनेजर ऑल्सो डू हैव अ लीड, ओके, देन ऑल्सो थिंग बिकेम ईजी. हाउ? अ मैनेजर हैव अ टीम लीड. ओके, टीम लीड और टीम लीडर. ओके, मैनेजर का अपना टीम एक लीडर है. ठीक है, मैनेजर ने क्या किया, टीम लीडर को सारे काम सिखा दिए. ठीक है, टीम लीडर को सारे काम आते हैं. ठीक है, नाउ टीम लीडर क्या करेगा, बाकियों को ये काम सिखाएगा. हाय दिव्यांशु. नाउ मैनेजर क्या है, टीम लीडर क्या है, ये बाकियों को हर काम सिखाएगा. दैट ओके, दिस इज द वर्क यू आर सपोज टू डू. ओके, दिस इज हाउ यू आर सपोज टू डू. रिकॉर्डिंग अभी के क्या होता है नेचर में दैट जब भी आप खुद कभी काम करने के लिए चाहोगे यू विल गेट द ट्रेनिंग सेशन ऑन रिकॉर्डिंग मोड. ओके, ट्रेनिंग सेशन आपको रिकॉर्ड करके दे दिया जाएगा. यू आर सपोज टू डू दैट टास्क. नाउ टेल मी, अगर आपको ये रिकॉर्डिंग सेशन हर जगह मिल रहा है तो डू वी नीड मैनेजर के अंदर बहुत सारे, डोंट यू थिंक दैट मैनेजर बहुत सारे सबऑर्डिनेट को हैंडल कर सकता है? बिकॉज ईच एंड एवरीथिंग इज अवेलेबल ऑन रिकॉर्डिंग. ओके, FAQ is available for the maximum thing. In Zomato you can see in Zomato or in other thing, booth chats are available. Okay, booth chats are available, those who are going to do the work for you. Okay, it means that एक मैनेजर है, ठीक है, उसको हैंडल करना था पूरा काम, लेकिन मैनेजर के पास सबॉर्डिनेट भी है। मैनेजर ने क्या किया, एफएक्यू बना दिया, ठीक है। जब जब सबॉर्डिनेट को कोई प्रॉब्लम होगा वो एफएक्यू खोलेगा, वहाँ से देखेगा क्या क्या है और उसको चेक करके अपना काम वहाँ से कर लेगा, ठीक है। डोंट यू फील इन दिस केस ये ईजी हो जाता है हैंडल करना, है ना, बिकॉज पीपल इज देयर ना। कौन से पीपल है ये, AI and FAQ is available for you, those who are there to help you out. In that case manager can handle more people in one go. Okay, so you can take this example जो मैंने अभी लास्ट में बताया, ठीक है। So most probably we are done with this. जो important था I have covered that particular portion. Okay, तो जो मुझे लगा important है मैंने उसको भी cover कर दिया. So if you have any issue you can write in the comment below. Okay, I will assess that. And tomorrow we are going to have a class on 2:30 and we will start with this directing and leadership. Okay, more 2 days to go for this series. We are done with 3, day 1, day 2, day 3. It means unit 1, unit 2, unit 3 already done. Introduction, planning and organizing done. If you have not watched the video yet, you can go and you can check it out in the live section, okay, below. Live mein you will get that particular videos. Okay, and next tomorrow be there, we will be going to start with this directing. Thank you.